We want to factor this trinomial by trial and error. There are other ways to factor trinomials, but you need to master the art of trial and error so that you'll be able to factor quickly. So we are hoping that this trinomial will factor into two binomials. So we make our two binomials, and the first term in each of those binomials will have to multiply and give me 12x squared. So there are several possibilities in this problem. It could be x times 12x. That'll give me 12x squared. Another possibility is 2x times 6x. That'll also give me 12x squared. And yet another possibility is 3x times 4x. So all three of those will give me the correct 12x squared that I need in the first term. The next thing I want to focus on is the 15 over here. It's a negative 15, and I need to think of factors of 15, things that multiply to give me 15, and one of them will be positive and one of them will be negative because I want to end up with a minus 15. So that could be a plus 1 and a minus 15. That'll multiply to give me negative 15. Another possibility is that we make that 1 a minus and the 15 a plus. That'll also give me a negative 15, and my 12x squared is where I need it to be. And I could put that 1 and 15 might go with the 2x and the 6x for all I know at this point. And it might be 2x minus 1, and it could be 6x plus 15. All of these things I'm writing down are giving me the correct 12x squared and the correct negative 15. And I can do the same thing here. I can get the plus 1 and minus 15. Or it might be 3x minus 1 and 4x plus 15. So there's 6 different possibilities, and they all will give me the correct first term and the last term. Now, as I write these down, I could be checking the middle term, but just so you go through a problem seeing all the possibilities, we're going to continue writing these down. Two other factors that will give me 15 are 3 and 5. So we could have x plus 3 and 12x minus 5. That still gives me my 12x squared for the first term and my minus 15 for the last term. And we could have that the 3 is negative and the 5 is positive, and that'll still give me my minus 15. It could be that we get our 12 from the 2x times 6x, and we want to have the 3 and the negative 5 over here. Or it might be 2x minus 3 and 6x plus 5. Or if the 12 came from 3x and 4x, then it could be 3x plus 3 and 4x minus 5. Or it might be 3x minus 3 and 4x plus 5. So I've got 12 different possible binomials that give me the correct first term and the correct last term, but only one of those 12 is going to give me the correct middle term. And the middle term will come from multiplying these two inside numbers and these two outside terms. So 1 times 12x is 12x. And x times negative 15 is negative 15x. When I combine those, that gives me negative 3x, and I need a negative 8x in the middle, so that one's not right. And I'll continue to go through here. I should have left myself a little more room. Negative 12x and positive 15x, and that's going to give me a plus 3x, and that's not right. Notice that when I switch, all I did was switch the signs when I did this first problem and then when I did the second one, and all that does is up here I got a negative 3x for the middle term, and down here I got a positive 3x. So if the number didn't come out right, then you really don't have to do the next one where all you did was switch the signs, because the middle term is just going to change signs. We notice that again here. 3 times 12 is 36x, and x times negative 5 is negative 5x, and that's going to give us a middle term of 31x, which is way off. Now, if what I said was true, this should give me negative 31x. So let's see, negative 36x and a positive 5x, and yeah, it gave me the negative 31x. So really, I could get by with checking just 4 more. This one, and if it doesn't work, there's no need to do the one below it. This one, and if it doesn't work, there's no need to do the one below it. This one and this one. So 4 more and we'll be able to tell which answer it really is. Because I don't have much room, let me do this one on the top here. So 1 times 6x is 6x, and 2x times negative 15 is negative 30x. And that gives me negative 14x for the middle term, and I need negative 8, so that's not right. And so this one should give me positive 14x, so that's not right. And this one is going to give me 3 times 6 is 18x, and 2 times negative 5 is negative 10x, and that gives me 8x, and I need a negative 8x, so that tells me it must be the one below it, because I know when I multiply that out, it'll give me the opposite sign of the one above it. Now, just because sometimes when we do these, we mess something up and the first and last terms may not come out right, you always, when you decide which one it's going to be, want to double check and multiply the whole thing out and make sure it comes out right. So 2x times 6x, that's my 12x squared. And then take the 2x times the 5, and that's 10x. Now come back and multiply by the negative 3. So negative 3 times 6x is negative 18x. And negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. And we combine our two like terms there in the middle. 10x minus 18x is minus 8x minus 15. And we have the correct factorization because we got the original problem back.